Hello and welcome to the Four Color Nerds Comic Podcast. I'm Ryan. I'm joined by the other nerds, Matt,
Hello.
Christina.
Hi.
Carissa has been strucken down by the dark side of the Force. She will return more powerful than we can possibly imagine next week.
We think.
We hope. Until then, just picture her as like a little sassy blue punk rock Force ghost watching on and guiding us, but she's not here this week, unfortunately. Together, those of us who remain, we take on the week's comics. Each week we read a variety of comics and gather here to discuss them. This is a review show, so there will be spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, take a break now, go read your week's books, and then come back. Each week, one of us picks their favorite book of the week, and that's our pick of the week. This week, I am that nerd. This week, the pick of the week goes to Spider-Woman #2. I was reading through all of my books, and there weren't very many books this week, but there were a lot of good books. And I was pretty sure that my pick of the week was going to be a completely different book, but then I picked up Spider-Woman and read it, and for me, that was the pick of the week. Spider-Woman #2 is from Marvel Comics, written by Dennis Hopeless, art by Javier Rodriguez and Alvaro Lopez. I really, really liked this book. It's like a master class in visual storytelling, in being able to convey information by showing you rather than just telling you that someone is anxious or upset or conflicted. That you can see it in this book. Did you guys read Spider-Woman?
I did.
I read all the books.
Shut it, Matt. Kiss that.
So, like I was saying, So, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was adorable. Oh my god. Pregnant women beating ass. That's awesome. Look, she blew a hole through one of the ski. I was like, shit. That was awesome.
I love that. Like,
I like the fear in the Skrulls' voices.
Yeah.
Like, wait, Jessica Drew?
The Destroyer, yeah.
The Destroyer?
Yeah, they are not happy when they figure out who she is.
No.
So this one's, it's really, really good. It's like the very first page, the way that they construct, like there's a lot of little panels on that page, and that really just drives home that sense of like confinement and urgency that's taking place.
Oh, and she's angry.
She's really mad. So you've got all these panels of like, squinted eyes and like her foot tapping and her like cracking her knuckles as she's sitting here listening to these.
And she's getting a little belly kick.
Fucking believe this.
Kick.
It's a great series of panels where she, could totally just one-handed wipe these guys out, but she can't because she's pregnant and she has to look after her child's safety. Like she has a line where she's talking about like with great responsibility must come great power. It's like her take on that with children that I really liked.
With great pregnancy comes great responsibility.
Yes.
I love that.
But then the Skrulls kind of push it a little too far and actually like threaten her directly, and that's where she kind of leaps into action with some really sweet like pregnant jujitsu, basically.
Pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She calls it her yoga.
Yeah.
This is yoga. I'm really good at yoga.
And I really like that not only is she like physically, using basically jujitsu, but she's like using her supposed weaknesses against them, that they don't expect her to be able to do anything, that they kind of dismiss her. And that's when she, like you were saying, that shot where she basically chokes the person, grabs their gun, and then shoots that other Skrull. Yeah. And we have that shot with the hole through the Skrull where you can see her with the gun. Like that's a really good shot. I mean, I kind of think sometimes about like the comic book page having a camera that moves around. That's a great shot that the artist composed. It's plot-wise, the story is, Jessica is in this super space hospital that her friend has arranged for her, and the Skrulls have invaded the hospital for some reason, and Jessica is basically waiting, like text Carol, Captain Marvel, to come and help her because she can't, after she can't take on the whole hospital of Skrulls by herself.
Well, also Captain Marvel kind of told her to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she arranged it for her as like a favor, like in, I don't know if you guys read issue 1 or not, but there's the whole thing in issue 1 where
I thought I did.
she's just saying she wants to go to a regular hospital that she doesn't need anything special, and Carol keeps telling her, that this is the best hospital in the universe or multiverse.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where she should go. And so finally she, does what she thinks is best for her child and puts aside her own, personal desires and does that, which I think is kind of like a common theme through this about like the sacrifices parents have to make. Like I've never had to fight a bunch of Skrulls myself to protect children, but I definitely
You haven't?
not yet. It is only Monday, so who knows
True.
what the week holds.
That's true.
Oh, Sunday.
So
So you said for some reason you didn't catch the reason why the Skrulls are attacking?
well, I did, but they don't reveal it at this point in the story.
Oh, fine. You're going linearly.
I'm going, yes. So later in the
Humans.
story, we find out that the reason the Skrulls are attacking is their like heir to their empire is at this
Skrull
hospital
Prince.
For like cancer treatment. So
Mhm.
that's why the Skrulls are attacking, is to take out this like rebel who has like the rightful claim to the throne, and everyone else is kind of caught up in this hostage situation. So Captain Marvel is basically on her way, which are also some really great panels of showing her like the incredible like speed and urgency that she can move at, like where they show her like entering down into like the atmosphere, and like you see like the basically like funnel clouds like behind her, and she's like dragging all the clouds with her when she comes through. I thought that was
freaking. She's kind of freaking out. She's like, "Shit,
Yeah.
shit."
well, because she knows why they're there.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't told Jessica yet why they're there, and she also feels really responsible for having sent her friend to this hospital.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get there as fast as she can, and Jessica has basically to hold off these Skrulls until she can arrive. So she kind of looks around like to her resources that she has, which are all these other women there, and basically tells them, I'll help you, but I'm not going to do it while you're sitting on your ass and I'm risking my life. Like, you're going to help too. So she organizes them into basically an ambush, which kind of reminded me I don't know if you guys read the previous arc or issue 1 where they have the stuff with the Porcupine, who's like this horrible like D-lister villain that she's kind of taken under her wing and is like training to do what she physically can't do anymore. She's almost like an oracle to his, terrible Batman.
Batman.
Well, he's an animal-themed hero.
I know. It's so bad. It's so bad.
So she's really good, I think, at organizing people and leading them, and like using all the resources she has at her disposal. So she basically tricks the Skrulls into believing that the 2 Skrulls that they killed.
They went to get snacks.
Yeah, they went to go get the Fizzy Red.
and
Yeah.
and bugles, cheddar bugles.
I don't know. Fizzy Red is pretty good.
So I really want to try some Fizzy Red now. I don't know exactly what it is, but apparently it's endorsed by Skrulls and they love it.
True.
So
True. Is it like carbonated blood or something like that, or?
Oh, speaking of the blood, there's a panel where like all the doctors are like dead on the floor, and you can see their blood spreading out. I like that not all of it is red, because they're all they're aliens, some of them, so they don't all have red blood. Some of them have like green blood. I thought that was a nice little touch without having to say anything. It kind of showed you this is an alien environment that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
So they ambush the Skrulls and like open fire on them from like a laundry cart. And that's when like one of the Skrulls goes over to the other, like the women who are helping, and is going to kill them. And Spider-Woman basically hits him with her Venom Blast, or like electrical shock thing that she can do. I'm not a total expert on Spider-Woman, but I've read enough to know that her venom blasts usually are not lethal. She fries the hell out of that dude. She kills
it's
him
mommy anger.
dead. Yes.
It's mommy anger.
I'll kill you.
Yep.
I'll kill you dead.
Yep.
Don't mess with Mama.
Nope.
Don't poke the bear cut.
Mm-mm.
So she.
Or the spider.
Yeah, or the spider, right?
Don't poke the spider.
Yeah. So she fries these scrolls, and that's when you find out that Captain Marvel can't get into the hospital. They've sealed it, so now Jessica is trapped here and basically is going to have to do this on her own. Which I really like the limitations on heroes where they have to be more creative with how they do things. I like the her banding all these people together and them all contributing to their own rescue. Like none of these are like the damsel in distress, waiting. They're active participants in their rescue and their salvation. So
So a couple things.
all right.
Yes.
Clert. You know who Clert is?
Are you talking
The guy who's leading the invasion into the hospital.
the scroll? No.
Yep.
No, I
Yep.
know
That's the Super Skrull.
I figured he was the Super Scroll, but I didn't know if he was a particular.
2. One thing I have to wonder about,
Uh-huh.
and I hope it's not him. Do you know who the Skrull Prince is?
Well, they say who the Scroll Prince is.
What name did they use? I didn't
I thought
catch
it
it
was like-
because the Skrull
Klundirk.
Martak or something like that.
It's Klundirk.
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 I gotta double check it because
Prince-
the Skrull Prince is Shulking, or what's his name? Hulkling.
Oh, from Young Avengers?
Yep.
Well,
He is the child of the Skrull Princess and Captain Marvel.
as they say, that might be maybe his father then, because he's there for
Mom?
like a cancer treatment. So
Captain Marvel's dead.
right.
Right. His mom is a Skrull. Captain Marvel's a Kree.
So okay, so not Carol. Okay, I gotcha. I'm following now.
Wrong Captain Marvel.
There's so many.
Sorry.
Too many.
The original one. Well, the original Marvel,
Yes.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Well, no.
No, there's more.
No, Marvel is the ultimate Captain Marvel. His name isn't Marvel in the Marvel Universe.
I feel like I need like a flow chart and like
Uh-huh.
pictures. Like when you see a police procedural and they have like all the pictures with the thumbtacks and like the strings leading to people, I think that's what you need to identify all of the named Marvel superheroes. You've got Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Marvel. You've got
I'm just pissed off that all of this and people's insistence on not knowing a character name made DC change Captain Marvel's name to Shazam.
I like Shazam.
But Shazam's the fucking wizard.
Shazam.
True.
Captain Marvel is the big red cheese.
Yeah, it is. I could see if you don't know comics, it would be very confusing to have a DC character.
Here's the
in
thing.
Marvel.
If you don't know comics, you don't give a shit about Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That is true. It is kind of a deep cut there.
Yeah.
True. I really like
So just let him be.
the last panel where she reveals to her that she's in where she's at, and
Oh,
they show that picture of the
You're in a
black hole.
hole.
you're like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, that I'm in a
Yeah, about that.
I'm in a what?
So I thought that this issue was really fun and enjoyable.